What is going on, everybody? It is Tyler here, and when you hear that rad music going on in the background, you know what time it is. That's right, let's get jumping right in to the Keyblade Master Podcast. What is going on, everybody? It is the Keyblade Master 326, and welcome to yet another episode of the Keyblade Master Podcast. With me today, I have my esteemed guests, Max and Jeremy. Say hey, everyone.
What's up? What's up?
Hello.
We are actually together in the same room for this one, which we haven't done in quite a while. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, it's different.
I mean, I saw you guys yesterday.
Yeah, we
But,
did. We did.
so
Yeah.
It's whatever. But anyway, guys, we're gonna get jumping right into it, and I think the first thing we want to talk about is Captain Marvel set pictures. Were released a while ago, actually. But
Yeah, it was a while ago. We're just taking a while to get to it.
And I'm actually you guys are gonna be able to see it on you guys' screen, but we're gonna look at it right now. What do you guys think of it? This is what it looks like. These are the set pictures right now.
Well, actually, the one we're seeing is actually a Photoshop version of the one we're supposed to be seeing.
Right. The one you guys are seeing, the one we're looking at is like a colorized version of the suit that kind of resembles the comic book character well. The one you guys will be seeing is like a decolorized version.
Pull it up
of
if
the
you don't mind
actual set picture. There we go.
Okay.
Now we have it.
So I got a few options. I got a few takes on this. People are saying like, oh, CGI on set looks green and has a little like marker, like set motion balls types of things. I don't see those anywhere. And the color of the green looks too battle worn, almost since it's part of the suit.
Well, I also it's funny. This color scheme that we're all seeing now is the Kree colors.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Okay, that makes sense then.
So that makes sense in that light. So maybe we'll be getting, and we never know. And I mean, the thing is, like you said,
So she'll show up in this suit during this time frame, and then
this is probably going to be
the 90s during her movie, right? Yeah, and then maybe she'll show up at the other suit that you were showing. Like she gets like an upgrade or something like that.
Because the thing is, the Photoshop, which we'll actually show you guys right now, the one you guys are seeing right now, this is not an actual set picture.
Right.
No.
It's
what her suit looks like physically, but colors don't match.
Right. Someone went in and and colorized the suit. But the one we're looking at, the actual set picture, which is right here, this is the picture that was taken on set. This is what the suit is going to look like.
And if it's true that is the Kree colors, another character that's closely related to Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel, who is actually a Kree superhero.
Right.
And he's like the male version of Captain Marvel, but his name is pronounced Marvel instead of Marvel. Her name is Captain Marvel. So
and is he confirmed for this movie?
He might. I mean, he should be because he's within. They're related to each other. Their characters are within that same kind of arc. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a Captain Marvel or some kind of mention of him.
Right. And I'm looking at the suit, and it's funny. My first thought when I saw this was it looks very similar to the Ant-Man suit, the newest one.
It does, yeah.
And then that made me realize that hey, we're kind of getting a trend here. So on screen now, you guys will see the Ant-Man picture and the new Captain Marvel picture. You guys can see the similarities, and
if anything, I'm actually surprised at this, but they're going the same route as what the TV shows are doing. They look more leather than metal. I mean, in the movie they'll look more metal, but they're wearing physical leather suits.
Right.
Like Iron Man suit, it's mostly like
metal
CGI and like
CGI.
yeah.
Right.
But if you look at it, I think Captain America was the first one to start doing this. But then Ant-Man did it. Now, I guess Captain Marvel's doing it. So they're doing a trend like let's build these physical suits. It makes it easier on our actors and actresses because they have something to go off of.
Right.
So
and this is a very and we were talking about this, even before superhero movies were what they are now. We're not going to always go the route of these. Wait, what's going on?
No. Okay. It's too obvious now. Just go and mute the sound on your laptop in case some ad starts playing. I don't want to talk.
Oh, I'm knowing that we're gonna get like.
I don't want all of a sudden like.
Music
Are you killing all your weeds?
Oh my god. Okay, so all right, we're muted. He was pointing at the screen. I was like, "What?" but yeah, and then we're gonna. This is an ad.
Yeah. Make sure you kill your weeds. I mean, it's important.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys remember, like the comic book Captain Marvel suit is it's like a spandex type.
All of them are. If you're not if you're not in a metal suit, you're wearing spandex.
It looks dumb on screen.
It does.
I'm just gonna be
right.
I mean, there's a reason we didn't see in the first few X-Men movies Wolverine in
the
that
yellow-
super
the yellow
tight
spandex.
yellow, even though they joked about it.
I wouldn't mind it now. Make it look battle worn. Make it look good.
No, I think if you remember Days of Futures Past.
Well, no, that was X-Men. That was the X-Men. That was X-Men movie. I mean, the Wolverine movie.
No, I'm just saying. If you remember Days of Future
yeah,
Past,
yeah.
where Logan had the all the X-Men had their armor on, and Wolverine had this kind of armored leather kind of suit on, and it had a yellow line indent, which was like a callback to his original costume. I think if you would have had a more modern Wolverine mask that could have fit on top of that, it would have worked perfectly.
It would have.
Have you heard? And then just to ask you a question on this, Jeremy, have you heard the allegations that Hugh Jackman wants to return for the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Wolverine?
I didn't hear. I wouldn't say allegations. He's been quoted as saying he would come back if it were an Avengers movie. If Wolverine would be a part.
And I guess
Chris Hemsworth even tried to get him on because they're both Aussies.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, dude, you have to come back. You have to come back and do
God, that's terrible. And then we can talk about that forever. I would love to see it, but I would like how he died. That's spoilers for Logan. It came out almost a year ago, but he died though.
Right.
So I don't know how that would work.
Well, remember what I've always said when Thanos brings the Infinity Gauntlet in the picture, anything can happen. You have different universes. He can create dimensions. He can alter the timeline. We can see another Days of Futures Past, but within the MCU instead of the X-Men. Because remember, Thanos wins in the comics.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
He does. So,
but like sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Going back to like the pictures, is that how Thanos wins? If he doesn't win, and then they introduce because the fact they're going to bring Creed, the Krell. What's it? The Krell. The creatures that can take apart someone's face, like they can, they can like make someone, they can look like somebody else.
The Krell.
The Krell, yeah.
Krell,
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to be heavily
The Skrulls.
The Skrull.
I'm
There's
sorry.
the word. There we go.
Skrulls.
Thank you. We're not comic book readers. Stop yelling at us. But no, like going back to them, the Skrull was supposed to be in this movie.
Yes, they had the concept art.
So question is, who do you think is going to be a Skrull? And they said it's supposed to be someone we already know. And remember in Captain America's Winter Soldier, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. Do you think he was referring to that?
Yeah.
Why not? It's a perfect setup for it.
Dude, if they do that, that's going to be some of the best storytelling I've seen in the comic book movie. If they can kind of blend that with, but apparently, I think we already know that after this Thanos situation with Infinity War, Secret Wars is the next thing to go to, and that's what everybody are clamoring.
Yeah, but
for.
I don't think they're going to take out Thanos in one movie. He's going to be
it's two.
Well, yeah, he's going to come back in the next one. But yeah, looking at the pictures, I like the suit. I'm not sure, like the color's a little weird just because like it's green. Green's my favorite color, but I don't know. Like I do like the fact they are going for physical suits now, like actual suits, and not just part of the leg, part of the arm is real. Like I would love to, like Captain America suit's real. We're looking at other pictures on Google. Captain America suit's real, and this set photos for Civil War. So you got Falcon's suit, that's real.
Well, stuff like that, like Falcon and Captain America, and even Bucky to a certain extent without the arm. That can, you have to have the physical suit because those are not really relying on CGI. Now you have Robert Downey Jr.
That makes sense.
Walking around in a half. He has the upper torso of the armor, and everything else is like some regular jogging pants.
Right.
It's different. So
yeah.
But no, it does look nice, and must I say, Brie Larson is looking attractive as ever.
Oh, I wonder if Brie Larson is going to sport the short hair look for Captain Marvel, because if you know Captain Marvel currently, she has like a more spikier, shorter
well,
hair.
it looks they might introduce that in when they go back to the present, but it looks like for these set photos, she might be rocking the long hair. Well, like not long hair, but medium sized hair.
I think because I know most of the movie we're gonna get more on Carol, so I think the beginning of the movie is gonna be the Brie Larson Carol haircut, and then maybe in the end that'll be the
to showcase the audience that
Right.
we're somewhere with different
that'll
time.
be like she's doing the hairstyle thing. Oh, Scarlet Witch has the thing from Age of Ultron. So
Right.
Ooh,
I think I'm liking it. I think it's gonna be what it is.
Okay, I have to ask just because it's been recent and it has to do with suits. What do y'all think about the whole Wasp thing?
Like her suit or just the character?
No, the suit, the allegations behind the suit and what's on the suit. You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear about that. What
Pull up the Wasp right quick. Just so y'all let y'all know, we're pulling up the set photos for the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, and if you haven't heard of this situation yet, Wasp suit has a symbol on it. Go right there. Look at that picture. Pull it up. I want you guys to take a second and tell me, what does that symbol look like?
The one on the ab?
The ab, yes. What does that look like to you?
It looks like she got an 8-pack.
No. Take the ab part and then look upward. What does that look like to you?
Oh, it looks like a shaft.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah.
But, come on, guys. We that's kind of.
I don't mind at all, but
here's a similar situation. Black Panther, when the second trailer came out, and he's walking in that last few seconds, and then the kinetic energy is like glowing around, and everyone's it was making a Batman symbol. You're reading, you're looking too into it.
I guess, but I don't mind this because this is not what they're going for. Obviously, This is not Disney trying to throw in some cheeky adult humor they always do. This is just
It's
a suit.
design.
It's a suit, and suits have done this all the time with the whole ab work.
Right.
It's happened multiple times already.
She looks nice in that picture. She looks really good.
I'm looking forward to this movie simply because Ant-Man is interesting.
Yes.
And I want to see what they do with the Wasp. I do wish they would have kept the original design of the suit where they show us an Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I don't mind this.
Well, she's the new Wasp.
That's true.
So,
that was a prototype he was working on. Okay.
Okay.
This is just the.
So it's the fully.
Yes, the fully rendered. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this. What they do with her. Mm-hmm. But I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I don't really care about this whole allegation to the suit. I mean, it's whatever. Right. I'm not gonna notice whenever the movie starts.
Right. I really just think with that. I mean, that's just people looking way too deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a new superhero, a modern superhero suit. I think it looks great. Right. I love the modern look that the MCU is going for. I think it looks great. She's gonna do great. She plays this role great.
Yes.
I love Evangeline Lilly, like you said, Max, and the helmet. I'm loving the helmet.
Yes, it looks like a wasp.
Right. So,
and if you look at Ant-Man's suit,
right, we have the new. Yeah, we have both of them.
His suit. If you can probably find a version right in the front. You get this one here. He has a similar design.
He does.
But the only reason why it's not so much as bad is because he doesn't have actual breastplates.
Yes.
So that's the only reason why people are like.
Yeah, it's a body.
Well, yeah, it's just
a body.
It's how it works. It's the only reason why is because he also has the belt. Cutting off. It's not as long. I mean, not trying to be weird or anything, but seriously, it has a belt and it's stopping it. So that's the only reason why people are not looking at it the wrong way. But I'm looking forward to every Marvel film coming out this year because you got Civil War. I mean, you got Infinity War coming out. Mm-hmm. When is Marvel coming out?
I think that's June or July, right?
This year?
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, June.
It's,
No. Marvel, Captain Marvel.
In 2019.
Captain Marvel.
Next year. Okay. That's right, because she's supposed to take place after Part 1.
So yeah, we have Black Panther in February, we have Avengers Infinity War on May the 4th, and then we have Ant-Man and the Wasp in July.
Okay.
So the final few months of this year are going to be
it's going to be great.
Yes.
Going to be
I'm heavily looking forward. And then we got Black Panther in a few weeks, not even a week or two, right?
Yeah.
What is Black Panther? You got the 18th, right?
February 16th.
Oh, jeez,
February
That's
16th.
Valentine's Day, isn't it?
14th,
Yeah.
no,
14th,
14th,
okay.
yeah.
Well, still good Valentine's Day,
Yeah, do that over 50 Shades of Grey, Jesus.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, so Marvel's coming in hot.
Yeah.
In the year.
But what's not coming in hot is that BioWare thing.
Ooh.
Not BioShock. BioWare.
Hey, you got it right.
Hey!
You got it right.
Well, I did have a cheat code right there.
Right. So basically, guys, I had heard rumors that Anthem, so BioWare's newest project, was delayed. So I looked into it, and according to Polygon, because BioWare wants, or because of pressure at BioWare to put out a new Dragon Age, Anthem, their new project, has been delayed to 2019, and I know one of our own is very, 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 very upset about that.
Yeah, Jay has his.
I remember when I told him, it was a few days ago actually, and he goes, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Oh," I said, "Let me look it up," because at the time it was still rumor, and then I look it up. So according to Polygon, it will not come out until 2019. Which is upsetting.
It is very upsetting. That was Anthem was one of the reasons I got my new Xbox One X. And me and my Xbox team, we were clamoring over that game. We were like, yes, we have.
This is it.
Because we kind of fell off Destiny a little bit. So
I thought the minute it came out.
I mean, this could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. We also found out that they are working on a new Dragon Age.
They are. And Jay, you said Inquisition was like your top 10 games of all time?
Yes, it is. Dragon Age Inquisition was not only a great, beautiful looking game, but the story, oh my God. The story was so good. And it was... Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Eat your heart out. Eat your heart out, Game of Thrones. That's all I'm gonna say. That game was beautiful. If you haven't played it, try it. I'm pretty sure it's cheap right now. But that only left me with high expectations for Mass Effect Andromeda, and then with all of that.
How do you feel now, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Well, Mass Effect Andromeda story isn't where it needs to be, but it's another beautiful looking game. And just Anthem, when we saw that E3 reveal, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, but then the Battlefront 2 situation with EA, you have no choice but to look, we can't mess up this time. There is no room for failure.
Right.
Stock has literally dropped for BioWare. I'm not BioWare, I'm sorry, EA, because of the whole Battlefront 2 stuff. And possibly because Anthem is now delayed. So there's a lot of stuff, and it could be a good thing, a bad thing.
Well, right. And then my take on it, what I was talking to you guys when we were bringing it up before, was that it makes sense, and believe me, delays are a killer. Square Enix, I'm talking to you. But anyway,
it's gonna push back. Yeah, I'm making sure you know that.
Max, please kindly shut up. I'm having a high look. If God, I'm mildly upset about this. I will literally start a riot with Kingdom Hearts, and there are people that will join that riot, dude.
Yes.
I swear. Okay, so but anyway, I get where they're coming from, and Jay, like you said, delaying a game isn't always a bad thing.
Right.
What it basically means is they're taking their time to make it as good as it can be. That's why I'm excited about Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 got delayed, 2-3 years, and it really wasn't that long because the thing is they started it, scrapped it, started over, so they've been working on it for a while. So games like that, and even Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 was delayed. It's still coming out this year when it was supposed to come out last fall.
Yes.
I think we're forgetting one of the biggest long terms of games that have been delayed, but they came out terrible. Duke Nukem.
Well,
that game was delayed for 10 years.
We don't talk about Duke Nukem forever.
But that's the thing. Like, Duke,
See?
But Duke Nukem,
too long could be a problem. Too long.
Right, it can be.
But in this situation for Anthem, 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather, I was telling this Jay off camera, or in this case off mic, I would rather a game come out a year or two later and it be perfect than the game come out a year that I was supposed to and then it be garbage. Because one of my favorite shooters of all time, Battlefield 4, came out and the game was broken on release, and then it took them a year and a half plus to get perfect.
But that's a different situation than what Tyler's saying, because see, with Kingdom Hearts 3, it was scrapped.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And then they rebuilt the game because they were working on Final Fantasy 15 at the same time. And Final Fantasy 15, before it was Final Fantasy 15, it was called Final Fantasy 13 Versus. It was supposed to be a part of the Final Fantasy 13 saga. But then you had, you can look up on YouTube now and you can see gameplay of the PlayStation 3 version of Final Fantasy 15. But they scrapped it to put it on a newer engine with the PS4 and Xbox One. And now you have Final Fantasy 15. And see, with Duke Nukem, they didn't scrap it. They just, hey, let's continue what we've already built, and the game looks dated. It looks like it's a PlayStation 2 game. Right. So Kingdom Hearts 3, like you're saying, Tyler, they literally had to rebuild it.
They did.
So
they did. There's a whole story behind it, and the funny thing is, all the gritty details about that came out right when the 2018 release window was announced. It was so funny because 2018 came by, we're like, oh, that's it, and then a slew of news because we had not only we had the Toy Story World reveal, then we had why it's because it's like I said, it was really I'm not gonna blame it on Final Fantasy 15.
Right. They were developing around the same time.
But right, because Square was like, look, we want to get Final Fantasy 15 out, so they took people from the KH team. Yep. They were also they're still in the process of doing the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Yes, they are.
So they want to get that out, and Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 7 is not out yet. They're still working on it. But delaying a game, and especially Anthem, because I wanted to bring that up too. And like we said, I think that BioWare made a very conscious decision here because Anthem is a new, like you guys said, it's a new
IP, yeah.
So So even though the game looks good in trailers, it may not be a Dragon Age.
Exactly.
They know that Dragon Age is gonna be. It's gonna sell. At least it's gonna sell.
Right.
It may not be good, but it's going to sell. Anthem looks good, but it may not sell as much as Dragon Age, and that's why I think it was a very nice decision.
And they're calling it a Destiny killer. And if
that's bold.
Yeah,
Jay, no, that's not bold. For one reason. Destiny's already destroyed. Destiny's gone. Destiny's gone. The Bungie has killed Destiny.
Oh man.
They're trying their hardest to scramble together like little crumbs of hope. It's not happening. Destiny 2, it was dead on arrival. Sure, it got a lot of hype on Twitch and stuff like that for after a few months, but no, it's gone because they already screwed their player base over like once or twice when they came out. Then they keep on doing it after another. Last month was a terrible month for Destiny. This month is not looking any better for Destiny. So, and they said after they had this Curse of Osiris DLC came out, it's like, all right, we have more content coming out in fall 2018.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait, we gotta wait a year to get more content? Like, what's happening here?
Well, my last thing on this topic is, Anthem. I like these mech type games.
Yes.
And if you're gonna do something like where you have this kind of HUD world and it's multiplayer and you can play with your friends and it's kind of like Destiny, but I love it. I want to see it. I want to play it. Just do it right. So so my final thought is, if they're gonna take their time and work on it,
do it right.
Do it right. Do your thing.
I don't care. Like I will. We got a few games coming out this year. Will give me time to.
Yes.
Just do it right. That's all I'm saying. That's the catchphrase. Do it right.
So guys, we talked about movies. We talked about video games. Now we're gonna combine the two. And I know I've mentioned it in the past, and I know we've talked about it a little bit. But two, because you brought up the other one. Two of my most anticipated movies this year, Ready Player One and Tomb Raider, are both not really Ready Player One. It's more of a culmination, but Tomb Raider is a video game adaptation. And as we know, with Resident Evil, even Assassin's Creed, as much as that's literally my guilty pleasure movie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I like it. It's literally because those beautiful words are on that title screen. It's not a good movie, but I like it. I don't know why.
But Tyler, the trailer song.
Guys, don't even talk about that, dude.
He is not
Kanye
a god.
has no right to be. Was Kanye in the Spanish Inquisition, dude? No, he wasn't. But anyway, so video game movies haven't always had the best track record.
Yeah. Right.
And a lot of people are excited about, especially Ready Player One. Like, oh my gosh, I am just super excited.
I think we talked about this already. How much money do you think they spent on the rights for those characters?
Yeah, we definitely discussed that. It had.
That's their.
Because off the top of my head, they have already got. They have
Iron Giant,
Overwatch characters. They have all. And it's a lot of the 80s.
I'm pretty
stuff.
sure some anime things from
I think I saw some Tron stuff in there.
You might have maybe the bike. Yeah.
It's just everything.
We won't imagine watching that movie 2 or 3 times and picking out things you did not see the first time.
Yeah.
Right. And then so anyway, we bring these movies up because we want to focus more on Tomb Raider because it is strictly an adaptation.
Right.
But I wanted to kind of go around and ask everyone here because I have my own take on it. But what can make and what can set apart a video game movie? Because we tried to do it in the past. We tried to do it, especially Resident Evil. That's the biggest one, I think. And we've even had Mortal Kombat movie, which
unfortunately, I love Warcraft. I think is the best one.
Well, I guess I'll go first.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Because I'm a movie nerd.
Are you now?
Yes, I am.
I never really took that from you.
Well,
took you more of
I would have never.
Took you for more like a thesaurus.
Book reader.
Yeah,
Looks like a book reader.
He collects thesauruses for a living.
Mortal Kombat, the first one. That is my favorite video game movie.
Really?
Yes, it is. It's a guilty pleasure,
Okay.
like Assassin's Creed for you.
Even better than Warcraft?
Yes, better than Warcraft.
Okay.
Warcraft was great, but I was not a World of Warcraft fan, so I barely knew anything.
Oh, see, I know everything about Warcraft. That's why I prefer Warcraft better.
See, Mortal Kombat, I know Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is one of the first games I've ever played in my life.
Okay.
So, but the elements that you need to make a good video game movie is adapt it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't change it. Because if you notice, especially with Resident Evil, I love Resident Evil, but the first Resident Evil, everyone said, "Oh, that movie is so great." what? I don't know what that movie is. That is not Resident Evil. It's just a zombie movie, barely even using Resident Evil characters. You're using some of the settings with the haunted house and the laboratory under the house and the zombie stuff. It isn't until Resident Evil 2. I can't think of the name.
No one can, Jay. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, Resident Evil 2, that you started bringing in the canon characters, but even then, you're messing up the whole storyline because you're trying to do something different. It's, same thing with Dragon Ball Evolution, even though it's not a video game movie, but, you get the picture. You're changing stuff that shouldn't be changed.
Right.
We want to see an adaptation. That means I want to see, sometimes in the case, you want to see the same story. You just want to see a live action version of that. And that's what these creators and these producers and directors are not doing with these video game movies. They're doing their own thing and they're straying away from what the property was. And that's what if you, what you want to say?
No, I will say one thing though. Mm-hmm. If you stray away from it, it can go good or bad.
Right.
But if you don't stray away and do the exact same storyline, people who play the games, there'll be no reason to watch it besides being live action. Mm-hmm. So take the one movie I want to see, one video game I want to see become a movie. It's been happening for 10, 20 years now. Not really, but it's a long time. Halo.
Okay.
They're doing a TV show. That's one thing. But if they just adapted the storyline of Halos 1 through 3 into a movie, and then did that for 3 films, it'd be like I'm watching the video game, the cutscenes of the game. So yeah, I would love to see that, but I'd like to see maybe a different story we don't know about.
Right.
But I want to see Master Chief. I want to see maybe not even, don't do the old stuff. Just say the video games are canon.
Yeah.
And then start something new in the future.
I would like that. I think producers should do that, and the creators should do that. They should be like, look, we're gonna make a Mortal Kombat movie. It's gonna be within the canon or the same universe, but this is a story that takes place in such and such.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, you know what, we're gonna do the first Mortal Kombat game adaptation, and you know what, Liu Kang is not gonna win a tournament. It's actually gonna be Johnny Cage. He's gonna win it, and guess what? Shang Tsung is not gonna be the main enemy. We're just gonna bring in some guy we created, some guy named Shui Bui, and he's gonna be the main guy. I'm like, why would I want to see that? You want to see the movie because you want to see.
You don't want to see Shui Bui?
No, I don't want to see Shui Bui.
That should be our title for this podcast.
Wait,
The Adventures of Shui Bui.
That's the new Injustice 2 character. Look, they already got the Ninja Turtles and everything like that.
Right.
But I understand. But like I said, if they want to do a movie, if they desperately want to do these stories,
right,
don't change the actual story,
right,
but just change the way it happens. Not in the sense, I don't know. Let's take give me a video game that we all know.
A video game?
Okay, we'll take Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4. We all know Call of Duty 4, how that plays out, right? They're on that bridge and you shoot the guy with the pistol.
Right.
If they want to implement that video game into a movie, have all the things remain the same, but in the sense that maybe a few lines are different or some maybe some different things happen, but through and through the story is the same.
Right.
But change a few things to it, but the story still remains the same. If you do that, it could work. But if you stray too far away, you're not making the movie. You're just taking the name recognition and making it. That's the problem. They're trying too hard to just take the name brand and all right, that's all we need.
Right. That's where I feel. That's where I feel as a video game fan as well as a movie fan, where I feel cheated on, because like Jay was saying, Mortal Kombat or I'm sorry, Resident Evil. You go see and you're like, what is this? This is literally a insult to Resident Evil, the video game.
Yes.
And you feel insulted as a video game fan.
Right.
And then you go see the movie and then you're like, no, that's not what it is at all. So, my take on it is that, I'm watching Assassin's Creed, and the first time I watched it, I thought it was good. I really liked it. Right. And the thing is, because Assassin's Creed, the movie from 2016, is a movie meant for fans of.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't remember it at all.
It was one of those that competed with Rogue One and
lost.
Yeah,
it lost terribly.
Of course.
But my thing with it is this. So Assassin's Creed was the movie for Assassin's Creed fans.
No.
That's why. You don't think so?
No, it was not a movie for video games.
I mean, the final product, but it was supposed to be.
Right.
Like this,
but my thing is that's not what they need to do. The thing is that people were complaining. I showed a lot of my friends that I really do wish I wouldn't have, because they probably hate me now. But they were saying their main complaint was there were just so many dull moments. Me, as a person who plays Assassin's Creed, I kind of know what it's going to lead eventually to. You know, so I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for them to go back into the Animus and do this or whatever. So what I think needs to happen, especially with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is one of the easiest ones to do, because Tomb Raider is
it's Indiana Jones, but she's female.
It's a video game story,
and she kills more guns.
that can be implemented into a movie. It's an adventure movie.
Yeah,
it's so simple.
It's such an easy premise.
This movie is hard to mess up. You know, because...
And they have the star bar behind. I really hope this movie does not mess up. Like, I really hope
and what I think needs to happen is, I know it's like a general idea and a general... Like, it sounds just very... It sounds easier said than done. But you need to market your movie to everyone. Yes. You need to give everyone a reason. Like, don't just, you know, in a video game movie trailer, don't rely too heavily on... You remember this from the game. You remember the hidden blades from Assassin's Creed. This character, this ponytail look from Tomb Raider. Don't market it that. Market it like a regular movie.
Like Tomb Raider's doing it.
Treat it like it's its own thing. Don't rely on the video game references. It's the same. It could be the same thing in comic book movies. Imagine if in Iron Man the entire movie was just a bunch of comic book references.
They have them in there, but it's not the main premise.
But think about it, they're subtle. And if you're a fan, you'll catch on to them. Video game movies will just say, remember this from the video game? And they'll shove it down your throat. But they need to kind of take a little... They need to take a moment, or take like a tip from these comic book movies like Marvel and DC even, where they have all these nods to their original content, but make your own movie at the same time. I
got a question for you. Since you like Assassin's Creed so much, I never know why, but you do.
Origins is killer, man.
Okay. It's a game. That's why it's killing. Okay, take this. Take the big part, the Animus project out. Take all that out. Not the act. Not like take not the movie, but like take the storyline of the Animus out. In every game, take it out.
Okay.
Make a movie to where it's just set in a premise of a timeline, like, you know, like ancient wherever they were. I don't remember. Take that and just make that the premise of the story. Make that 1 or 2 times. Make it towards it's successful, and then in the third one or the second one, implement that. Like, remember, like weed in. Don't try and shove it all in one movie. Like, start like follow around the same people all the way through these 3 films, but then slowly integrate the anime stuff. Like, you already know about the people in the back. Here's a new field, new player. That way you're not jumping back and forth too much, trying to figure out, okay, who's these people? Okay, we're in this time frame. Oh wait, we gotta look at these guys.
Well, let me tell you, okay, the reason why I think Assassin's Creed movie didn't do too well is because you introduced this new assassin. If they would, you know what I would have liked to see?
Ezio or Altair?
The first assassin in Assassin's Creed was Altair. Then we went to Ezio, who had the trilogy.
Yes, right.
Ezio should have been like the movie should have been because they were planning.
Michael Fassbender looks like him. I don't see why they would. Yeah. He looks similar. He looks close enough to him.
Ezio.
He might not.
No, he doesn't look like
the newer version of it. The older version of Ezio with the beard. Pull it up. If you don't remember, we're gonna go ahead and pull up Ezio images. Pull up the older image.
I'm getting all the hooded ones, dude. Okay. It's not helping us at all. Okay, so this is like the best one we got. Okay, so
besides the low resolution,
I don't think he looks anything like Michael Fassbender.
But so this is the picture.
That's
of
a reach.
So
give me an older one. Give me an older picture.
Revelation.
Not that one. That looks terrible. Look at the resolution on that picture.
With what I got here, my dude.
These are terrible.
This is in game. What do you want?
Dude, he's trying to find something that is not there. Michael Fassbender.
No, give me one from Revelations.
All right.
Give me this picture, but an actual face of him.
I mean,
assassin, dude. He's always got his hood. All right. Well,
use that one right there.
This one?
Yeah. I mean, he's bearded. I mean, you can pretty much beard anybody, and maybe they could look similar.
Who they had for the role, though.
I just think I really don't. I mean, they could have picked. Look, I like Michael Fassbender, but they could have picked someone else. Anyone could have. But anyway, back to the main point. Why even start? I mean, look, make your own story. I get that, but when relations to content, you got to have that Desmond Miles, that Ezio vibe to kind of, if you were going to make a good, because who was Desmond? Desmond wasn't even I think there were maybe a couple nods to it, maybe. But Assassin's Creed, the story really kicked off with Desmond.
Right.
And even though people nowadays, I hate the present times in the games and I just want to play the assassin thing,
right.
that would have made a good story. Because look, the Ezio trilogy is 3 games, the trilogy, and that would have been, if you would have just adapted that into a movie format, just played out the story, wrote out a script, based it off the trilogy, had Ezio as the main assassin, I feel like that would have been better than casting this dude Aguilar, and who assassin no one's heard of.
The one problem that people are gonna face making a video game movie, I know we're stretching on with this, but like, here's one thing: video games are meant to take a long time, not a long time, but a longer time than movies. On average, movies 2 hours, maybe some change.
They are.
I don't know why I'm looking at you, Justice League hour, whatever. And then. Okay, what's your favorite? Give me your favorite game of last year. Go.
Last year?
Just give me a game. Give me a game. I don't care.
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Okay, how long do you think it's taking to finish?
To finish from beginning to end?
What's rushing through it. Don't do side quests. Just try and finish the game as fast as you possibly could.
Speed
run, go. How long?
20 hours.
20
hours.
20 hours. Are you gonna sit there for 20 hours and do a movie and watch a movie?
I don't think that's the problem though. I mean, we know
you have all this content that you're trying to put into a film. And you have to leave some stuff out.
But here's the thing. That's why I said in the beginning. When you're doing a video game adaptation, fans want to see these characters that they've seen on their video game screens. They want to see them in live action. So like you were saying, nobody wants to see Aguilar. We want to see Altair.
Ezio.
We want to see Ezio. We want to see my boy from Black Flag.
That'd be an interesting.
Oh my God!
That'd be one. That'd be a good one right there, right?
So great.
They should have that one. They should.
But we want to see characters that we're already familiar with. Now, I didn't watch the Assassin's Creed movie in totality. So I don't know if it left off in a cliffhanger where Desmond Miles could potentially come in, where you're saying no. So see, now that sucks. Now if that would have happened, I bet you that would have gave a lot of more people to expect more from the sequel.
It would have.
So, but they're doing their own thing, and guess what? I can see what they try to do. You know what? You guys already know the story. You already played the game. So look, we're gonna take this setting, a similar setting. We're gonna do our own thing within this world. And we're just gonna build our own characters. That way, we won't feed you the same stuff that you already know. Because with Assassin's Creed, it's a saga.
It is. Yeah.
You don't want to just go ahead and just recreate the whole saga on screen, and that's different. So yeah, bring something. It just didn't. The way the movie was made, it just wasn't
right. And work. To put kind of elaborate on that. I mean, yeah, you can go either way. You can adapt it or you can make something new. They tried to make it something new. It failed. So if they're going to reboot it at all, maybe try the other route.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, if they go the route of the Ezio trilogy,
yes,
it'll be fun.
And it's going to be a while before we see another Assassin's Creed film.
Oh, it will be.
Yeah, it's going to be a few years.
They lost
We're getting a Warcraft sequel. Be happy about that.
I'm glad.
But with Tomb Raider, going back to what we originally stemmed from, Tomb Raider just seems like a video game movie that's it's just its own thing. I don't see it going anywhere. Maybe I think what this movie is going to be doing is they're going to see how well it does, and I think it has potential to do well.
It has the best potential to do well.
The story looks decent. I mean, we've all played Tomb Raider, I assume, right? So
we know. I played the older ones, and I played the newer ones.
Well, funny enough, this movie takes the storyline of Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
The newest one. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be awesome. Like I said before, I love Alicia Vikander. I loved her in Ex Machina. That was my favorite movie with her. Loved her. I think she's a good cast for this. And
she looks like Lara Croft.
She definitely does.
Yes, she does. She does.
But I'm excited about it, and I think that if they just make a movie.
Right.
I think my closing statement.
Right.
My closing statement is: I know it sounds just very general, but they make a movie first.
But Tyler, do you think that's why most video game movie adaptations fail? Is because is that the overall theme that we're basically kind of agreeing with? Is that most of these video game adaptation movies are failing because they're too busy trying to cater to the fans instead of making a competent
Absolutely.
film.
That's what I was saying earlier. That goes back to the, hey, remember this, shove it down,
right.
just force it.
Yeah, that's my problem with the Star Wars movies coming out. Like, all these anthology films. Like, oh hey, remember that? It's like, oh, I hate when films or movies or video games do that. Like, they're like trying so hard to pull back on your nostalgia, and they're forgetting to make a good movie.
It's not just video game movies.
It's every movie like that has a good fan. Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Remember this? Solo's gonna be like, I had a bad feeling about this. Hey kid, don't get cocky.
No, it's probably going to be a scene where he's like, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh wait, that sounded good. I should say that more.
It's the Fantastic Four, the Fan Four stick.
Fan Four stick.
Well, also, it's like, what else did he's like? I don't know. They're gonna be fighting in like some whatever. It's like, great kid, don't get cocky. The guy can be like 50 years old. He's still gonna say that, but just.
Right.
God, I'm not. But no, that just gets my rage inducing for that movie.
That's a problem. Like, look, every now and then it's fine.
Right.
But when a movie comes out and video game movies
and
are
relies
known
on it
for this, that's when it gets tiring. Because then not only are the video game fans getting tired of it, the new people are like, "What? Oh, I was supposed to get that. Was I supposed to play the 20-hour campaign just to understand this reference?"
That reminds me of Dark Tower. You have to read the book to understand that movie.
I heard there was a lot of stuff, like there was like Easter eggs for it and stuff like that, and other parts of it, because Dark Tower kind of unites the whole
it's the universe King. It opened the universe to every Stephen King movie.
Yes.
Right?
Even it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when they were in the...
I don't remember that movie at all, dude.
Okay, well, there's a part... basically what happens, I remember it.
I remember Idris Elba killing people. That's about it.
There's a part where... what's the boy's name? Jake,
yeah.
Yeah, he's walking away from Idris Elba when they're in like that forest, and then he's walking away, and he comes off the abandoned amusement park.
Yeah.
And then one of the shattered neon signs read Pennywise.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I noticed that. I was like, oh, shoot, look at that. That's pretty...
But like,
cool, but I know what Pennywise is.
But that's just the problem. Like, when a film tries to rely on it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look, say what y'all will about Dark Tower. After I watched it, I wanted to see what I missed. They do have a lot of... It's not a lot of forced stuff, but there are some things that are very subtle.
No,
like
Dark Tower was very subtle. The
Yeah.
Pennywise thing, you had to be looking forward to find it.
Oh, yeah.
Because a first viewing of it, you don't notice it.
No.
Like, there was also, I forgot where it was, but there was actually a picture on the wall of the Shining Hotel.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So stuff like that's cool, but I mean, look, especially watching the movie, I didn't notice it.
I really like Idris Elba's fight when he's like, get out of here. He's like,
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Yo,
like,
Gunslinger versus Pennywise.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Isn't it good enough for you, Georgie? I mean,
He wouldn't. I tell you what, he wouldn't be a clown because
he was good enough for Georgie. I love that movie, dude.
It's good. Can't wait for the sequel.
And then the fact that it made more money faster than Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We won't get into that, but yeah.
It's one of the top horror movies.
It is the best, the highest grossing.
I wouldn't even call it a horror. I know it's a horror film, but I wouldn't call it a horror film.
No, even after I watched it,
It's not a horror film. It has horror elements.
Still works though.
It's a thriller.
Works.
Yeah,
it's a thriller. It's a thriller horror.
That's what I say. I've always said, and I'm saying this now for anybody who wants to steal this quote from me. I'm saying it now. There are no more horror films. The horror film genre has died. So it is only thriller films remaining.
right. So me and Jay are going to talk about this while Max takes an important phone call. No, I definitely agree because I was watching it and then I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? It had its moments where it was scary. But you know what I liked about it? I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I can't stand horror, and I quote that, horror movies that, like Paranormal Activity.
Right.
I don't like that because even though it has that realism, like, okay, this could happen element,
Right.
that movie was literally, let's keep the entire movie at a decibel level of like negative, like 40, and then whenever something happens, to crank it up to like 70.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That bothers me because that's not...
It's settling on jump scares. That's all
Right.
it is. And if jump scares are going to be your entire movie, then it's... I mean...
That's the thing. If you consider jump scares to be a horror element, then every movie out there is a horror movie.
Exactly.
Every movie uses jump scares in their own way.
Right.
And if that's because people have argued me about this. They're like, oh, jump scares are a horror movie thing. And I'm like, go back and watch, King Kong.
Right.
Kong Skull Island. It has its moments with the monsters and stuff.
Exactly.
Is that a horror movie? You know? It's definitely not, but it has it. And then
Right.
it really didn't have that many.
Yeah, it didn't have... The only scene that really made me jump, though, was when he came out the projector. And
Oh really?
Yeah,
I think the only one that got me. Well, it's funny. They actually changed it up. Remember the scene in the trailer where oh shoot, what's his name? Bill. Yeah, he goes down in the basement to see Georgie.
Oh yeah.
They changed that from the trailer.
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't like as scary in the movie.
No, it was.
Like you
it was
saw
scary.
it coming a mile away because the music.
I'm back, people. But yeah, it was scarier in the. It was scarier in the trailer.
Well, I think it wasn't scary as it wasn't the effect wasn't as thorough as it should have been because we seen it in the trailer.
Right.
So
Are we talking about trailers ruining movies now?
We're just wrapping
it?
up here.
Oh,
We're
okay.
just kind of talking about
Because that's
it,
a
but,
big conversation. Man.
But yeah, hey, maybe for next time.
Yeah,
Maybe for next
yeah.
time. But yeah, guys. So to close out and kind of go way back to where we started, I just think video game movies need to take a little time out. Just think about what they're going to do. Tomb Raider is going to be a good start. I think anyone who's looking at doing a video game movie needs to go see it and think, hey, we need to rethink our work. So if Assassin's Creed, the reboot, is looking at it,
10
take some
years.
notes.
At the minimum.
10
years. 5 to 10 years is the minimum.
As much as I wanted to see it, I can wait. Like, I'm not holding my breath for it,
Right.
But it's funny enough, before we go out, I did want to mention, remember guys, Activision has said that they want to make a Call of Duty...
No.
They want to make...
I heard that too, but...
They want to make a Call of Duty movie series that resembles the MCU.
Is that your brother? I'm sorry. TJ Gamer, is that your brother?
No.
Okay, good. I was like, why is your brother playing Shark Bite? I don't know.
No.
Off topic. But yes, I agree.
But they just need to think about it, just take their time with it. And I think my closing argument on this, so we can wrap up here, is make a movie for everyone. Make a
Right.
movie everyone can go and just enjoy.
Right.
You don't have to, it's the argument about you don't have to have this super elaborate story to make a good movie. You don't have to have the best action scenes to make a movie. Just
And put in the subtle hints.
subtle hints. Like Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
And DC does it right too. And their movies aren't
Even
the
the
best.
TV shows do it
Oh, the
better.
TV shows do it all the time. But make the references subtle. Make a movie first and foremost.
Right.
That's your job. As a
Right.
director, whatever you're doing, your job is to make a movie for the public. And once, of course, you want to make the most money off of it. But secondary, you want people to enjoy it.
Right.
You want people to enjoy it and come out thinking, I get what happened. I get not everything the movie had, because there are always going to be those hidden things, but just to come out enjoying it.
Of course.
And I think that's the main element here. But guys, that is going to do it for us today. Let us know what you think in the comments below. What do video game movies need to do to make themselves better? And are you excited about Captain Marvel? Do you like the costume? Are you not digging? I know there are people I know who aren't a fan of it, but it's the same Marvel system.
I like green. I don't
like
see
it.
why she's downing it, but I like I like green. And I will say this is actually part of one of our shorter podcasts of the year.
Definitely, we're coming in at it.
About 50 minutes, give or take.
But yeah, and then finally, what do you think of Anthem being delayed, guys? We'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking, those wonderful minds of you guys. And let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. And that's going to do it for us today. For Max, Jeremy, I'm Tyler. And we will see you next time on the Keyblade Master Podcast.